Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, November 25th, 2016. Welcome to another eBay video. Today we're going to be discussing some of your concerns from last week's video. We're also going to discuss a glitch where many of you guys did not get your 20% top-rated seller discount fee. We're going to discuss more about lowball offers, cancellations, sales trends, the lack of Hatchimals, and some other things. So, let's get started. First of all, guys, since you're watching this video, I'm going to have to assume you survived yesterday. Yesterday, I worked literally all day. I got all my leaves done, and they're put out at the curb. Now, it did rain yesterday, but I managed to get all my leaf work done in the morning. Then we had some rain, so I stopped for about an hour, did my eBay sales. Then I went up on the roof and did the gutters, and that rounded out the day. And then I did some more eBay sales. When I say eBay sales, I mean boxing of eBay sales. I didn't do any listing yesterday at all, but I got a lot of work done, so that's good. Today, as you know, is what they call Black Friday, which basically, guys, I got to tell you, is not my favorite day of the year. In fact, it's my least favorite day, because traditionally it brings people out to the malls, which is where we do not want them. We want them in our eBay stores. Now, maybe they'll land there later, and maybe not, but we'll find out as the day progresses. So, let's get into a few things that have happened this week. And let me bring you up to speed on some things. Number one, you'll see that I crossed out the word Hatchimals because I am done trying. 4 times I went to try and get those things. I mean, several of you guys gave me leads. One person told me to go Tuesday morning. I went. They didn't have any, but they told me they were getting a delivery Wednesday, but they couldn't guarantee any Hatchimals were on the truck, and there weren't any because I went back Wednesday. Guys, enough's enough. I'm done. Those of you guys who got Hatchimals, great. You did wonderful. I hope you all make a killing on them on eBay. Get as much as you can, man. You did great. I would also like to tell you a little bit more about your comments in last week's video. You'll notice on the board I wrote RIP Sunday because Sundays are dead. Literally dead. I would say more than half of you good people wrote in and said you're noticing your Sundays are dead too. However, there were some that actually said they're doing quite well. Let me tell you about my sales trends for this week, because they literally are a carbon copy of last week. Sunday was god-awful. I mean crickets. Terrible. The kind of thing that makes you want to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. But once again, sales came roaring right back on Monday, and the sales continued Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, yesterday, Thursday, was the holiday, and I was expecting literally no sales whatsoever. So I tracked my eBay sales specifically so I could relate them to you, and I'm very happy to report that I made 3 sales between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 noon. 3 sales were made. That's 3 more than I thought I'd make. But, as I expected, 12 o'clock, bang. That's it. Done. Not a single sale all afternoon or all night. That did not surprise me. I wish it wasn't the case, but it's something that's to be expected. However, when I woke up this morning, 2 overnight sales came in, 2 good sales, and both sales were from the global shipping program. So that's pretty interesting. So all in all, I had 5 sales yesterday, and I'm very happy to get them. I would like to know, you guys, how many sales, if any, you made yesterday on the holiday. So if you would comment that below, that would be great. Somebody on one of the Facebook groups started a thread about cancellations. They said they've been seeing a lot more cancellations lately. As I told you last Friday, I had 2. I haven't had any since then, but I did have 2 last Friday. And my policy on cancellations is if they come in within the first hour, they don't bother me one bit. Because I've always said to you guys, don't print any labels for at least 1 hour. Because nothing is certain but death and taxes. People can always change their mind. However, if a guy wants to cancel the next day, then we're going to have a problem. Because I will have already shipped it. Because I always ship next day. Again, some people in the Facebook groups were saying that their cancellations are way up. I'm wondering if you guys have noticed any of that yourself. If you have, I'd like to hear about it. I told you about my sales trends, how they mirrored last week. If you guys agree or disagree, you could also comment about that. I would like to now jump into this. I wrote on it final value fee. That is incorrect. I meant to write top rated seller 20% discount. That's what it should say. TRS 20% discount. So let's walk you through that right now and I'll tell you what's going on. For those of you who are top rated sellers, each month you earn a 20% discount on your eBay fees. In last month's statement, many of you guys did not get the 20% credit applied to your account. eBay has since sent out letters saying they are going to take care of it and they will prorate you. However, if you want to be sure, and if you want to check your statement now, I'll tell you how you do it. Number one, you have to go into your Seller Hub. On the very top left of the screen, I mean top left, it says your name. In my case, it would say, "Hi, Joseph." Click your name and there'll be a drop-down menu of, I think it's 3 items. The second item is account preferences, or account settings rather. You click on that. That will take you to a screen that says My Account, Invoices. On the far right, you'll see Invoices. There'll be a drop-down menu. You want to click the October one, and a screen will come up that will look just like this. You see where I have the arrow? You should see a 20% credit on that line. If you don't, then you did not get the 20% credit. If you did not get it, eBay says they will automatically prorate you, but if you want, I guess you could call eBay customer service and remind them. But I'm pretty sure that they're going to go ahead and do it to you anyway, even if you don't call in. Lowball offers. I have never had so many lowball offers as I've had since this last week. When I say lowball, I mean low freaking ball. I'm not one to complain about lowball offers because they're just doing business. You know, everyone wants to save money. I do it too. Let me clarify a couple of things for you. All my items are fixed price, meaning let's say it's $100 plus $10 shipping. That's fixed price. People are contacting me and saying, I will offer you X dollars for it. Oddly enough, in my almost 18 years on eBay, I have never once contacted a seller who has a fixed price listing and made him a low offer. Never. However, if a seller is indeed offering a best offer on his item, then yes, I have sent those people lowball offers. I'm not ashamed to admit it. But if a guy's asking $100 for an item, I would never, ever shoot him a lowball offer. That's just, you know, that's just me. But I'm not complaining about the lowball offers per se, because in the past, many times I've been able to bring the deal to fruition. But this last week, not one. And I'm talking, guys, I'm talking like 10. I had 10 lowball offers where the person offered me approximately 20% of the asking price. 20%. I had one guy in California offer me $23 with shipping included out to California. Jesus, the shipping is going to cost me $23. I don't know what he's thinking. But no, not one of my lowball offers came to fruition this week, and they were really the lowest of the low. I don't know if it's because of the holiday season or what it is, but I'm not mean to them or anything. I respectfully say to them, sorry, I can't go that low. I have to pay eBay fees, PayPal fees, plus free shipping to you if the shipping is indeed included. And in the past, people would respond and say, okay, well, will you take blank? They would raise the price, or they'd raise their offer. Not this time. I didn't get a single person out of 10, not one, came back and said, all right, well, will you take X dollars? They just got up from the table and walked away. Interesting, right? Drink time. Guys, that's basically all I'm going to discuss today. Quite frankly, I'm a little short on time, and it's going to start raining any second. They said the rain would start at around 2 o'clock this afternoon. It could start earlier, but I want to get this video done and in the can before then. I'm telling you, one thing I've noticed, and you can laugh at me and say what you want. You know how I said Black Friday is probably my most hated day of the year? I have never seen a Black Friday in my life, and in my life, that it was not cloudy and rainy. It's every one. It's just phenomenal. But anyway, guys, to rehash really quickly, number one, check your statements on eBay. Check for your top rated seller discount. Make sure you got your 20%. I know, I would say approximately, I think, 50% of the sellers were affected from what I've heard on the Facebook groups. So if you have any issues with that, comment below. I'd like to hear about your sales from yesterday. If you had any, how many you had. I was pleasantly surprised with 5. But like I said, from 12 o'clock on, I was done. Shut out. Holidays really kill sales online, I'm telling you. Oh, and speaking of that, I got no less than 6 nag emails from Amazon. Now, I am not the biggest Amazon buyer. I do buy occasionally on Amazon, books, music, other things. But as a rule, I am not considered an Amazon buyer. They must be dying. They must be hurting. They emailed me 6 times this week, twice yesterday during the holiday period. They have got to be hurting. I guess all the stories I've heard about Amazon are true. Unbelievable. But anyway, guys, also let me pass along a bit of current events, if I may. Most of you probably know this by now, but we lost Florence Henderson last night. She was the lady that was on the Brady Bunch back in the 70s, and as a kid of the 70s, I grew up with that show, and I loved watching that show on Friday nights. I think it came on right after the Partridge Family, and maybe right before Love American Style, if my memory serves correctly. But anyway, guys, comment below. Thanks for watching. I'm Crazy New York Driver. You're not. I will see you next week right here on the Crazy New York Driver Show. Because remember, I am a seller friend, not a seller critic. Peace!